Championship week brought to you by 7-Up continues tonight from the Lloyd Noble Center on the campus of Oklahoma University. It is the Bedlam Series, the Cowboys of Oklahoma State against the Sooners of Oklahoma. And this afternoon in Big 12 play, Iowa State and Texas took care of business. Iowa State will be the #1 seed coming to Kansas City next week. Either Oklahoma or Oklahoma State looking for one of those top 4 spots. And as far as the Cowboys are concerned, quite frankly, for the big picture, the NCAA tournament and also the Big 12, they need a victory here tonight. Hi, everybody. Ron Franklin along with John Sunvold. Great to have you along our last regular season game. John, the first time these two clubs met in Stillwater, the Cowboys dealt a devastating blow. They really won huge.
Well, the two guards in the backcourt, the Victor and Mo show up in Stillwater was special. Maurice Baker, a candidate for Big 12 Player of the Year. He will be newcomer of the year. You see his points there. Victor Williams, the spark plug of this team at point guard at 5'10". Not running the show as much as shooting the ball in the first meeting. 18 points the first half, 26 overall. He couldn't miss early on, and this game was over before it even started.
J.R. Raymond, third game that Oklahoma will play without him. A huge producer for this Sooner ball club. Kicked off the team. John, talk about who has to step up and what a difference it makes.
Well, the difference is lack of depth, but Hollis Price will play well, Kelley Newton. But the guy to watch is the heart and soul of their team. Senior Nolan Johnson. Johnson at 6'4", 220. Really can take all the bumps and finish the play. Outstanding free throw shooter. Good jump shooter. The key to watch tonight is the matchup for Oklahoma State. I would expect Melvin Sanders to match up with Nolan Johnson. Should be a terrific battle here on senior night.
So here are the starting lineups. Oklahoma State will go with Baker. That's Victor Baker. Williams, I should say. Baker, Sanders, Yanzien, and Andre Williams. Heskett will start. He's a senior along with Newton, Johnson, Heywood, and McGee. Those are the 5 on the floor. The Bedlam Series, whether it's at Stillwater or here in Norman, doesn't take much to get these people pumped up because these are big rivals and have been forever. Here's a recap of that first Bedlam Series game played at Stillwater, 72-44, as Oklahoma was held to only 34% shooting from the field. Victor Williams with an outstanding game, 18 in the first half.
He came out right from the start, knocked in one jump shot, and continued. Oklahoma never in that ball game.
The officials for tonight, Bill Kennedy, Steve Olson, and Mike Thibodeau, as you look into the huddle of the Sooners and into the eyes of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. John, talk about fatigue and what Oklahoma State has had to go through as you look at Kelvin Sampson's 7th season, almost a 70% winning percentage for Eddie Sutton's guys, and he admitted today, as did Sean Sutton, his son, that they are very tired. This has been very tough because of making up ball games and how many they've had to play very close to each other.
Well, 4th game in 8 nights, and all of the games, the 4 in a row that they've won have been close. They've won 5 out of 6. They have done the necessary things to do to put pressure on the committee to select them. They'd like to solidify their vote tonight with a win over Oklahoma.
So we mentioned Tim Heskett, senior out of Lexington, South Carolina, gets a start tonight. He normally is an off-the-bench player, but it is senior night, and he was just introduced along with his father, Tim, and his mom, Becky. And he will get the start. We'll have to just wait and see how long Kelvin Sampson will go with Heskett as a starter. Cowboys will go first.
And the matchup to watch Heskett when he's in the lineup, who will he be guarding? He's guarding Sanders. Newton on Victor Williams. These are two guys that played high school basketball together at Wyandotte High School in Kansas City, Kansas. Newton a couple years older, but they played together on the same high school team.
Looks like Nolan Johnson has picked up the first foul of the night. His first, team's first.
Oklahoma opened up man-to-man defense. Cowboys very patient on the offensive end. Everything kind of runs through Maurice Baker. Outstanding shooter, good off the dribble. Surprising to most people, he's only 6'1", second on his team in rebounding, over 6.5 a game.
Deep in the corner, count the 3. As Melvin Sanders, the sophomore out of Liberal, Kansas, by way of Seward Community College, knocks it down. Aaron McGee turns around, left-hander almost does not draw iron. Baker will push it up for the Cowboys.
Well, both teams look to push around to see if they can get early shots for their guards. I would suspect not many early baskets. Both teams outstanding defensively getting back.
Hollis Price off with the warm-up quickly. He'll come in replacing Heskett as Johnson throws it away. Numbers for Oklahoma. Nolan Johnson pulls up and knocks down the jumper, and it's 3-2.
Well, smart play by Nolan Johnson. Victor Williams backpedaling defensively, tried to get in a position to take a charge. Nolan Johnson stopped before he reached Victor, just knocked in the little jump shot.
Well, the first two for the night, and they are standing and cheering here in Norman. Oh, nice give to Baker, and he was trying to see what he was going to do with it, lost it out of bounds.
Good cut, good defense, though, by Nolan Johnson trailing.
Heskett out, and Hollis Price, the sophomore out of New Orleans, will come in. He is the normal starter, but Heskett plays a lot.
Well, senior co-captain, you saw his career numbers 30% from the three line. This year down at 30%, but can still be a valuable piece, especially on the offensive end. With the dismissal of J.R. Raymond, Heskett's going to have to provide offense off that bench.
Kelley Newton got away with a push-off, jump hook, it will go.
Well, the book on Kelley Newton, outstanding three-point shooter. You want to make him put it on the floor. He got away with a little stiff arm there.
Yeah, he did.
But finished the jump hook.
Williams off the mark. Johnsy tips it back to his teammate, and Baker will reset. Actually, he'll bring it back along the baseline and throws it away to Newton. That's a double dribble right there. He didn't come over the top of that ball.
Good steal by Victor.
Baker. Count it, and they'll call continuation. Hollis Price, and Hollis is disgusted with himself because he didn't even go for the block.
Well, interesting sequence. Obviously, the double dribble, and then the steal by Victor Williams. Look at the active hand. And up ahead, and I can't tell if Maurice Baker, as he stopped there, turned an ankle or something, but he looks okay. Boy, what a year this young man has had. He is scoring second in the Big 12 behind Kareem Rush. Conference play alone, he's at over 20 points a ball game.
The amazing figure to me is not the points scored, but almost 7 rebounds a game. Johnny's only 6'1".
Amazing. Eddie Sutton said he's the only guard he's had in a long time that he allows to go to the offensive board just because of his rebound ability, his knack to get the basketball.
Price spots up. They found him, and he knocks down the three. And the Sooners take the lead for the first time.
Another valuable piece for Oklahoma without J.R. Raymond is a production from Hollis Price.
And low. And travel is going to be called against Andre Williams.
Well, you take a look at the last 10 games prior to him being dismissed, prior to the Maryland game. So he's been out for 2 ball games, 18.5 points a game. J.R. had a tough early season, coming off the bench and starting sometimes, and when he got in there, finally they put him at point guard. The production was up, and then Hollis Price now is going to have to go back to running the point.
Nolan Johnson. Aaron McGee misses the follow. Tipped by John Ziander. McGee again, and reverses it. Still can't get it to go. Oh, my goodness. Maurice Baker just backed him in. Runs as quickly backwards as a lot of people do forwards. He's now got 5 points.
Well, McGee frustrated on the offensive end. Did a lot of work for nothing.
Push against number 5, Victor Williams, the sophomore out of Kansas City.
Yeah, there's a matchup of 2 extremely quick players. Hollis Price being guarded by Victor Williams.
First on him, the team's first. 4 turnovers already against Oklahoma State. Only 1 against the Sooners.
Yeah, you get the feeling that both coaches like their ball clubs coming into this game. Kelley Newton strength his jump shots. Kelvin Sampson commented he thought their team maybe played the best half of basketball the second half Wednesday night against Colorado. And you know Eddie Sutton's feeling comfortable. 4 wins in a row. They've done it all under pressure situations.
That one won't go. Tipped high. Saved by Williams, and he throws it into the backcourt. Turnover number 5 against the Cowboys, and there's a timeout. 10-8 Oklahoma. Kelley Newton is the one who puts them on top for now.